Okay, welcome back. Little weird noises in the distance. Okay, that's not a good sign. But back to Porch Blog. So yeah, we got Agatha. That forming kind of forced me to download a temporary tarot card app to do the reading with that, and that's probably what I'll be using until I get an actual deck after the 21st. Because we're looking at Agatha, becoming Alex in the Atlantic. So we're gonna have to do another reading with that when that happens. And I got another couple invests in the southern Indian Ocean near the Cocos Islands, and another invest near the Philippines. Both of those don't have a good chance of forming, but you may get a brief depression. So with both, and it's like, okay, that's something to keep an eye on for. As for severe weather, we got some doozies coming. We got a decent chance for tornadoes today in the higher plains. Same as tomorrow. It's even higher tomorrow. Looking at a tornado outbreak on Memorial Day. Big difference, kind of like what we do pretty much every year. And then Tuesday, Wednesday onward is kind of a doozy for here because we're in the epicenter for severe weather for Tuesday and Wednesday. We may have something come in Monday night, too, so that's something to keep an eye out, too. But it's like, yeah, we got some good stuff. We got some doozies. Got a little blue car coming on by, too. And as you can hear and see, it's a bit windy. So, basically, until the storms hit, look at that 40-mile-an-hour winds. Gusts. So it's like, yeah, we're gonna get some crazy good stuff. As for earthquakes, there's really not much going on, but as they come in, I'll cover them. As for volcanoes, if anything happens, I'll cover them. And if you notice, I did get volcano and word of the day done today. And basically, the schedule for how I'm doing this is Sundays is African volcanoes. Monday is North American, Sunday is South American, that's Tuesday. I think Wednesday is Europe. Thursday is Asia. Friday is either Antarctica or Oceania, and then vice versa. And whatever it isn't is out of those two is Saturday. I have it in the calendar. I just gotta go check it to verify. But that's basically how that's gonna go. So I'm not all not sure what to do and just skip out on doing it. But also note that one volcano in Russia that I did cover for the subplaninian eruption, that's going to be volcano of the day for the day of the week. That is Asia. I know, I need to lack on the Russia right now, but that volcano decided to go subplaninian, and I kind of okay, I got to cover that shit. And I didn't do volcano day on it before, so that's going to be volcano of the day for this week's Asia volcano. Now, outside of that, what will break those rules sort of thing will be on the weeks that Geography Now uploads their thing, say Tonga or whatever. The next one is Tonga. So if they happen to upload that on the day of the week that is Oceania, that's a plus. Otherwise, that will be the one for this week. And then on the day of, and then if it's not Oceania on the day of the week that is the Oceania volcano, because they're not doing that on Wednesdays anymore, apparently. The day of the week that took over, so let's say they upload it on Tuesday, which is South America. Oceania will be that Tuesday with the Tonga volcano. And then the day that would be Oceania normally would be South America for that week. That's basically how I'm going to do that. Mostly doing that because I guess it's a good idea with the YouTube gurus to try to do stuff that plants your videos in the suggested of other people's videos. Popular channels' videos. That's basically what they're trying to do with that. So, it's okay, that might be the best bet, course of action for that sort of thing. So, it's yeah, let's do that. Also, got the snake out with me because it's a nice day out. It's in the 80s. Miles will have him out. He's like, bitch, what the fuck? But like, yeah, he's he's a good boy. So, and yeah, and that kind of puts me in a little bit of a rant mood because yesterday someone was also like, "Oh, you gotta get rid of your snake because he's not native and stuff like that." Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you want to be all like that? Okay, like we shouldn't have animals that aren't native to America, because they're a danger to the ecosystem. Well, bitch, the greatest threat to the ecosystem is humans. So, by that logic, if you're not Native American, you should not be in America. You should go back to where you're a native to. Because you're a threat to the ecosystem. To the natural ecosystem. Okay? Now, before someone comes at me about being race or now that, I would fall under the category where I'd have to leave in America. So, I'll be put myself in that fucking boat. Okay? So, it's like, yeah, shut the fuck up about that. Shut the fuck up about that. And, like, bitch, and this person has cats. Like, I have a cat, too. I understand their impact. But this dude's like, dude, cats done more damage to the ecosystem than a Burmese python can ever do to Florida. Okay? Cats are the main disruptor in the ecosystem across the planet. Cats are the reason why the dodo is extinct. Okay? And dogs are similar. They're not as crazy as the cats when it comes to that stuff, but they do similar shit. Okay? So, don't come at me with the exotic animals about, like, bitch, your domestic animals do the same thing. Like goldfish, you release them into the wild, they have a muck. They run amok. Okay? And they're no longer gold because freaking natural selection kills off the gold ones because they're exposed and stuff, and the ones that survive tend to evolve into be a bit more brown, a bit more camo, and stuff like that. That's basically how that works. But it's like, yeah. Like, bitch, shut the fuck about that. Unless you're willing to give up your animals, because they're just as much of a threat to the ecosystem as the exotics. Shut the fuck about that. Don't be trying to butt into other people's lives. It's none of your fucking business. And the same people trying to come after me with the channel, saying that I only got this far because of luck. Like, nah, bitch. This is hard work, perseverance. The OGs of this channel, particularly those who were joined before 2019, knows the major trough in the channel that I gone through. I mean, outside of the 3-year hiatus, because I had no access to internet whatsoever. But 2019, particularly from April to December, so pretty much except for January, February, and March with 2019, I had to rely on public internet connection to keep the channel going. I managed to do it. And because I managed to hit the 1,000 subs before I actually got internet in the house. It got a phone with service, and then literally a couple months after that got home Wi-Fi. Now, there's been moments here and there where we had weird situations. Like right now, we don't have the home Wi-Fi because we didn't plan accordingly, and T-Mobile oversold their freaking thing. That's kind of on us for bad timing, and I was also in Seattle for the bulk of that, so that's just bad timing all around. Also, with Okanagan, I've had to rely on other stuff because there's, like, no signal whatsoever. But that was only a week. But it's like, yeah. Could be worse. It could be fucking worse. And I was persistent. I was stubborn. I powered through it. And the channel is where it is today because of that. And it's continuing to grow. It's continuing to be it's beginning to be a force to be reckoned with on the YouTube food chain. And it's like, and individual videos may not seem like that because the individual videos be like 5, 10, 20 views, whatever. But as a whole, the channel is growing. Partly due to inflation, making it seem like the videos are getting more views, therefore making more money. But it's mostly because inflation is driving up the price of adverts also. And yeah, that's the main thing there. So yeah, creator economy is very fragile to inflation. That's something I've learned, because it's like, wait, I'm getting less views per month around this time of year than I was in January and February. Yet I'm making 5 times as much. than I was doing in January and February. Device too hot. Okay, whatever. I'll handle that later. But it's like, okay. But it's like, that's mostly inflation. CPMs are going up. Thing is, it's a global thing. So inflation is a global thing. Like, we're getting ready to go into a Great Depression, global Great Depression. And it's like, people are like, oh, we're going to have the Roaring 20s. No, bitch, we're going to have all the bad shit that happened in the 1920s coming in the 2020s. We're not getting the good shit. We're getting all the bad shit. But yeah, it's like, people are just being stupid. And it's like, yeah, just handle that. Anyways, that does seem to be it for right now. Stay safe. See you in the next video. Bye.